are going to shatter the glass ceiling.
So we find Tiff in season 2 with a Princess Diana hairdo, with a little more of some punch. And now I'm still married to Blair, but I'm kind of embarking on a life as a political wife. Is kind of where I'm at now. And Blair's trying to get into politics, and so I'm kind of remaking myself. I'm going to dip back into fashion and televangelism soon.
I mean, he's coming in hot. Like, he has some buzz. Like, she's just, like, riding that. Like, he's in... I was telling Cameron, like, he's in Playgirl, like...
Yep. Yeah. He's in Playgirl just like you want your gay husband to be, and I'm way less abusive to him this season, and so we're kind of, like, in it together as a team to kind of conquer Washington, and later I come up with an incredible clothing line under my banner Faf Fashions, and June Diane Raphael and I team up to put out a clothing line.
Who's got the biggest brains and, coming soon, the biggest muscles? You do, hunk.
Bet your tight little bottom you do.
Oh, because she's like the moral majority wife.
Yes, she's the moral majority wife. And so we get together on her father's, see if we can follow this, Christian, like, QVC network. And we sell, what are they called? They're not, oh God, I'm going to think of it. It's skirts that are pants.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so that you can still keep your virginity and kind of keep your modesty with a skirt and open it and it's pants. So you can still...
Not skirts. Those are for horse.
Not skirts, yes.
Yeah.
And they have knee pads built in so you can, quote, still submit to your husband.
And I guess you could say pray too, but I prefer the other one.
And pray. The costume designer, Melissa, is so amazing, and she shops eBay mainly for my stuff, and she finds things that are just so wild. Like, I know we're used to seeing in the 80s, like, a little shoulder pad, but, like, it's going out to here with an American flag bedazzled on it, and then, like, a feather coming out, and she will just kind of rework them for me. But she also makes a lot of my stuff because I'm not a sample size, and she's incredible at just creating full... I mean, she creates things that are wild.
You haven't taken anything, I have to imagine. Like...
No, I didn't take something, but I did want one thing, and she kept saying, where are you going to wear this? Where are you going to wear this? And I was like, that's for me to know. You not to worry about.
It's not your problem.
Yeah, she's so talented.
You're gay. It's so obvious.
It's not obvious to me.
The country had a revolution 4 months ago. This is the perfect sweet spot between beaches that are overcrowded with tourists and corpses.
It's pronounced Uruguay.
Your husband, like, you know, works on the show, so, like, I was going to ask him sort of, is there any joy in being like, I'm going to make Casey do the craziest shit? Do you know what I mean?
I think he does take joy in it, in the sense of, well, he's just really a supporter of mine, so he tries to think of funny things that I would have fun doing. And, you know, June Diane Raphael and I is a good example. Like, we've been best friends and comedy partners, as strange as that sounds, since we were 17. So having her come on and for us to just get to have fun together and perform together and improv together, I think was just something he wanted to see for so long. And so he's working hard for the money for me here. he's always helping me out.
Have you learned anything about the stock market making the show?
No.
Absolutely not. No.
Nothing. As much as I learned about medicine when I was on Grey's Anatomy. Nothing. I learned that it's really fun to have a part where you lie down in Grey's Anatomy. Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I was in surgery. But you just get to lie there and they wheel you around.
I've heard it's really bad, though, to be, like, someone that's having surgery performed on you, because then you have to kind of be, like, under the table. Do you know what I mean? Like, they put, like, a fake body on top of your...
Oh, yes, because I did
Yeah.
have a fake, like, I was pregnant and yes.
If they launched the Real Housewives of New York, like, in 1987 or whatever it was, like, who would Tiff be?
Ivana Trump.
Yes.
Yeah, most likely.
And then you, speaking of...
Or
like,
wanting to be Gloria Vanderbilt.
but not. But, like,
But can't get there.
Like, has, like, a lot of, like, lucite furniture and, like, just, like, very chintzy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are notably a professional fan of The Housewives, speaking of. How do you
What a sad thing to be known for.
How do you fit all that in? Like, there's, like, 17 different shows that you're watching. I mean, you guys have tried to do 90 Day, and that's, like, 8 hours a week.
Yeah, it's been stressful, you know, and that's a burden that Danielle and I carry. It's very much a first world problem. But I think Yes, we've tried to do 90 Day Fiancé. It's a lot of content. In a perfect world, I would also do, what's the British show everyone's obsessed with?
Love Island.
Love Island, but it's just so much content.
Yes.
So we kind of stay away from Bachelor, Love Island world, but 90 Day Fiancé and Love After Lockup I've made time for. But yeah, the Real Housewives and Vanderpump are keeping us. There's so many cities on. There was just 4.
I know.
I'm struggling to like carve out time for my children.
Same thing.
But I seem to always find time. I was on the airplane 2 days ago, hysterically crying at Cynthia Bailey's engagement. And the stewardess came up and she said, "I'm so sorry, are you okay?" And I had to tilt the iPad and show her that it was simply Mike Hill going down on one knee for Cynthia, who's finally found love.
Will you marry me?